Hey, it's James Governor from RedMonk. It is Stephen O'Grady from RedMonk, and we are here at IBM Think 2026. It is in Boston. Loving this conference center, by the way. This is awesome.
Boston's great.
Yep, Boston is great. Great place to run your mid-sized conferences. This is great. I would definitely highly recommend it. The logistics from IBM have been flawless. Really happy about that. And the fact that I could fly in from London, I arrived, got through customs, and onto the Silver Line. I was here at the hotel and the conference center within 10 minutes. So like 20 minutes all told. Amazing. So that was great. So I like a bit of efficiency. I like something that's going to be a great experience. Now, one of the things that we've been asking ourselves from an AI perspective is use cases. We've actually got to be building things now. One of the big themes of the conference has been, hey, this is not a proof of concept anymore.
That's right.
This is about what are you actually building? And so use cases, what have you been looking at?
Well, I mean, I think sort of as you just mentioned, one of the things with the conversations with AI has always been, we have this technology, we have these abilities to do things, and you'd show up at a business and they'd say, okay, great, what do I do? And you'd look at them and say, I don't know. I don't know your business. Like, how do we apply this? And again, I think that will continue for a long time. But I think one of the things that we've seen here is that there's a whole range of businesses, from tennis to eyewear to, sort of the sort of more traditional insurance examples where people are actually finding ways to put this stuff to work now, right? They're finding ways to say, no, this is actually useful. We are actually doing something with it. It's not a theoretical capability.
Day bags.
Yeah.
Hey, we sell bags and we're using this for our sort of product discovery. So pulling in requirements. You think about when you do focus groups, are you able to automate the findings? So actually using that in product design for making bags. That's kind of an impressive use case again.
There are actually concrete use cases. It's not hey, we have this sort of super advanced computer that can do all these wonderful things and we'll figure out what to do. Right.
And I think
people are figuring that out now.
From our perspective, we spend so much time, our use case is software development. So we spend all of our time thinking about like, how does AI change the SDLC? How are agents used in that context? And so I think from it's probably been valuable for us to have a bit of that CIO top level speak and get some of those tags.
Well, it's one of the examples this morning was essentially they had employees from an insurance company that were going outside the company to apply for the jobs because they were so inefficient from a retention standpoint. So it's like we now have an agent that sort of is sort of geared towards internal retention. Those are not the kinds of things that we think about, and it's not the kinds of things that are necessarily obvious for a lot of these AI use cases, but I think one of the things that's happened is that the more that the technology sort of makes its way into the world, people are finding different ways to apply it and use it and do cool things with it.
So one of the cool things, I must admit, so they had Andre Agassi come to present. So he has a startup now. I was quite taken with that. I mean, I think he's a charming fellow, although he did go off script quite a lot. But here's the thing. When he spoke with passion about, it was actually about how he had analyzed Roddick. So he knew that he was going to be competing against him, as this young kid, just an unbelievable serve, 150 miles an hour serve. How are you going to respond to that? How are you going to compete? He gave this great story about like seeing a video of Roddick and thinking, okay, here are all of the things that I can do and break it down in order that I can respond.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was the strength of the two hands on his backhand. I was like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very knowledgeable.
The grip on the other hand, exactly what it would mean in order to compete. And so what he's doing is creating an app, a coaching app, so that, just basically so that your phone is your coach. And that sort of stuff is super interesting. Obviously, if you can get a fraction of, Andre Agassi advising you in how to become a better tennis player just by, I guess putting your phone on a tripod, that's going to be amazing. So I really like that.
Yeah, that was neat.
And so I think 2026 here in Boston, a lot to like. And we got good sort of technical stuff around the SDLC, but very much these use cases that were business use cases, that's what we came away with.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
Cheers.